Guy, and I'm here with Mark Akita again. This guy, if you remember, we have done an episode on Mark where he took a private lesson from me on his full-size YZ250. You can check that out on our YouTube channel. But today, he's got his KLX 110 here, and I thought, Mark, can you wheelie that thing? And he said, no. So I said, let's figure it out. So we got pavement, which is the best place to learn a wheelie. Because, you wheelie over and you learn real quick that you don't want to do that again. So, that's the first thing. And we've got a small bike. Now, a small bike is a good thing to learn a wheelie on because it's a little bit easier to maneuver and play with it. A lot of guys think that the balance point is actually smaller on a small bike, but actually it's bigger. Because, of course, you have your own weight to counteract what the machine is doing, and it makes it a little bit safer to learn how to do wheelies. So, I'm going to go through all the steps, and hopefully we're going to get Mark to learn how to wheelie today. So, starting with this. I want to show Mark where the balance point is. This is something I like to do on every bike. Thank you, Mark. We've got this sweet, sweet ride here. Is this how it goes? I've never even really ridden one of these. But if you notice here, I'm going to find the balance point on this machine. Now, we get it up, and look at that. It's already wanting to roll back. Look at how far the balance point is back. Now, that is a good sign. The further back the balance point is, that means the further back you can have your body on the machine while you're wheeling. The further back you have your body, the more leverage you have over your machine. As you can see, as soon as I start to even tip that front tire down, the front end comes down. This makes it safer. I mean, you have to see how far I have to go back to actually wheelie over. Further than this, right? So this makes it actually safer to learn how to wheelie. This is a solid thing to check on any bike. Learn where the balance point is. Get comfortable with that balance point. So that's going to be step one. Mark, get on and do that exact same thing. What I would say is use your front brake, throw a little compression and rebound in with your body, right? So you throw your body forward, get that compression rebound. At that same time of the rebound, give a little throttle and pull back on those handlebars. The bike should come right up, okay? He just stares at me a lot. He doesn't do what I tell him. And this is the sign of a horrible student, right? I can't work like this. No, do it. Nicely done. So notice, see how he's almost fighting it? That means he's not even to that balance point. This should make you feel better. Probably doesn't, but it should make you feel better. Okay? One more time, fire it up. Let's get that thing into the balance point. We might be kind of flooding it a little bit, but these things are tough. Do whatever you want with them. Hammer down. Good job. There we go. So, now we found the balance point. That is all the way back, okay? So, straight up and down, we're 12 o'clock boys right now, okay? You are going to be nowhere near 12 o'clock when you're wheeling, okay? So, that's step one. Go ahead and set it down, and we'll move on to step two. Okay, so, now, you've understood the balance point. Kind of. You got to get comfortable with that. Just understanding how much throttle you need to get that front end in the air, because that's going to be the next step. Now, before we get that straight up into the air, I want you to practice using your rear brake. Your rear brake's here for your help, right? It's your best friend, especially when you're doing slow wheelies, okay? So, what we're going to do, we're going to put it in first gear, and we're going to use our rear brake. We're going to pop the front end up in the air, and then we're going to dab our rear brake. Just get comfortable with it, okay? Even getting comfortable with starting a wheelie with your foot on the brake, right? I'm very used to starting everything I do on a motorcycle. I'm on the balls of my feet. I'm on my toes. But when I'm doing a slow wheelie, I'll actually just put my foot on the rear brake before my front end is even in the air, right? So just getting comfortable with that move and position with your foot, having it there, and then getting the front end up is very important, right? A lot of little intricacies that go into everything that you do on a motorcycle. So I'm going to show you. Let me get on this thing and do a couple little wheelies. How do I look? Do I look good? My foot's already on the brake, right? And what we want to do is get a little compression again with the front brake. Okay? Nice and easy. Get used to that, okay? Add in the compression, rebound, and throttle, rear brake. Just like that. You want to get comfortable with that. Very gentle snap of the throttle. One more time. Use your rear brake just to get comfortable. Just so you know it's there, right? One more time. Same thing. Compression. Using that rear brake. And once you get better at this, you'll find the further back you are, the easier it is. Because again,